thought I'd take the time to review these pin lights. They're rayovac pin lights. As you can see, I've got 3 of them, and I've done that because they're only $2.88. And it's great for EDC, and I've lost one of them before. I actually lost this one in carpentry class. And I lost it in about 4 foot of insulation, but I found it back when I had to go back into the insulation. But they're LED lights. They got a magnifying lens there on the end of it, so it produces a bigger beam. And the surrounding of it makes it a more circle beam. So it's not a floodlight, so it doesn't go way out. It just stays in a little area. But the distance on this for this size is actually pretty good. You can see, like, it produces light up to probably 20 yards, but you can't really tell any details or anything like that. But let's say you're 20 yards away and there's a cat and you shine this at it, you'd see its eyes glow. But it's good for use up to, I'd say, 10 yards for actually seeing stuff. In a minute here, I'll turn out the lights and show you. It has a little grip right here. It's all aluminum other than the on and off button there. And this tip here is plastic. As you can see, when you do that, it lights up. And this pocket clip on this isn't very good. It doesn't really hold on, and it's plastic. They could have made it metal and made it an extra $1. I'm sure it wouldn't have hurt anything. It takes AAA batteries. That's really all that it said on the box, just because it's a cheaper light. It didn't tell how many lumens it was or anything. I'm sure it's not a great amount of lumens. I would guess that it's around 10 lumens, just based on the brightness of it, because it's actually pretty bright light. The weight on these is very light if you have the lithium batteries in them. I don't have lithium though, I just have the Duracell regular alkaline batteries in them. It weighs less than the Kershaw Skyline, which is a great knife, by the way. Review of that coming soon. So let's take out the lights and I'll show you the brightness of the pin lights. Alright, it's not really that dark in my room, but there's a window right over there, so that's the reason it's not that dark. But this still will show you the brightness of the light. This is good enough. This camera actually picks up light really good. Like, it's a little hard for me to see in here, and this picks up light. So I'm just going to show you the brightness of this. I'll move these 2 out of the way here. I'm just going to shine on this Kershaw Skyline here just to show you. And I want to show you the beam pattern of this too, so we'll do the beam pattern first. Okay, here's one that I've been EDCing for a couple days. This right here, that's 6 inches away, a foot away, 2.5 feet away, and that's about 3 feet away. And then any further than that, it gets quite a bit bigger. And you can tell it lights up a pretty good area there, especially for going a little distant off. You're not going to be able to use this right up close like this because it just don't work like that because of the shield that's around it. Also, you can tell it produces a perfect circle, but it has halo rings around it, which is one of the things about this light that makes it a cheaper light. Because if this light was a 4.7s or a Phoenix, it wouldn't have any halo rings around it because the quality of it would be better. But for $2, this light's not bad. Okay, I'm going to show you one of the others. You can see there the halo rings on this one aren't perfectly centered on it. The lens in this one, I don't know if you can hear this or not. It's a little bit loose. Not that that matters or anything, but yeah, this one is perfectly centered compared to this one. And then the last one here, this is one that I EDC'd for a while. So it's got lint or something up under this lens, just a little bit of it. Not enough that it really matters. I don't know if you can tell in the video or not. Yeah, you can. There's a spot there, there, and there. And I believe that's where dust has gotten in the lens of this. So it can get some dust in the lens. But you can see there it is compared to a newer one. That's probably 2 feet away. So you can see here's the one that I've been using. It's got a bunch of little spots in it from where lint's gotten in it, and the newer one don't. So I'm going to see how this one holds up. Maybe this light right here just wasn't made right or something, and the lens on it wasn't sealed as good. Okay, so here to show you how bright the light is. Here's the Kershaw Skyline. Kind of hard to see right now, but it's still picking up. There it is from around 3 feet away. Let's see. This camera doesn't have macro, so that'll be hard to show anything up close. But yeah, you can read where it says Kershaw on it. You can read this side where it says Made in the USA. So it's a pretty bright light, good enough to find your car keys or find the hole to put your house key in your door. Good enough for any little task, working on something small. I'm guessing you could probably get a headband of some sort and put this through a loop on it somehow and use it like a headlamp. What you could do really is you could get two of them and put one on each side and use it like a headlamp. I'm sure you could do that. So I spent like $6 and got 3 of these just in case I lose one. But like I said, they're great lights. I just want to take time to do a review of it. And I recommend everybody has one of these if you can't afford a more expensive light. Pretty soon I'm going to buy a 4.7 Preon 2. It has 160 lumens. And it's the same style light. It's a pin light, but it'll be a little bit larger, I believe. But for the money, these is a great light. Sorry about the dark light right now, just because I haven't turned back on the lights.